We're hoping to hook up to a different engineer.
Okay, so I'll just leave it unplugged then, okay?
Yeah, stay down there. Yeah, I should keep talking. Expect your me.
Tell me when to test.
Go for it.
All right, test.
You want us to start verbally broadcasting? You need to like, that's fine. Okay. I'll send you a text as soon as I let's start here and I'll leave it. I'll go down there with it. You ready? Hello, hockey fans. Sorry for the late start again. Still having some technical difficulties. We're here to watch the Brahamas take on our beloved Dallas Stars and build 12 new strides. And out on the ice, we got Chertino and Mason and Coach. He fired left the seat. So I think we've got a break coming in already. So sorry, Buckle. Buckle, check off. Puck loose behind the net now. Swings around to the far half wall. Brahamas have to look at their options. Brahamas trying to check it out to the neutral zone, and they do it. Oh, again, you're just about able to hang on to it. When's that back? Now we got some Cormier, Simca, John Nate, and Buffalo are coming together on offense. We'll cut that one on the boards. Brahamas coming from the off angle shot. Here's the shot. Tried to elevate it over Schaefer's shoulder. Schaefer, great job tracking that the whole way. Makes the solid stop. Actually, the point on the Brahamas. He took the shot. Wide of him. Puts over. Mason now. Takes the check from the Brahamas. Does to throw it out. He's up on their point. Mason again. Uses the boards. Kicks it up to Buckle. Back on the Mason stick. Off the board to Simcoe. Simcoe passes to the middle of the slot. Comes into the high slot. That's only two defenders.
Yeah, that's a good call.
15-11. Second fifth. Here momentarily. In the meantime, we're broadcasting from ice level. Got Mr. Gagnon brings the Brahamas through the neutral zone. Brahamas fired in, ends up getting dumped into the corner. Picked up by Lafleur on point. Good to see her back in the lineup today. Gagnon breaking out. Brahamas break that up. Gagnon's right back on it again. It kicks up into the high slot. Brahamas take the shot off the leg of Lafleur. Kicks over to the corner, and she's got Isaac as her defensive partner. Isaac cuts through the middle. Creates some space. Coming through the neutral zone. She's got some speed. Goes around the defender wide. Ends in the far corner. Still has the puck centering pass and right through the crease and just out of the reach. Looks like that was Heidi Solberg. Fate kicked it back to Lafleur. Lafleur now. He throws it in. Bit of a scrum at the face-off dot. Brahamas come out with the puck. Brahamas dump it in and chase. They're going for a full change. Get lots of time for the Stars to regroup. Looking to break out. Brahamas break that up. Right back by Lafleur. Now onto the Brahamas 6. There's a shot. Deflected wide by Schaefer. All the way around to that far point now. Isaac throws it up, tries to find Salzburg, kicks his break for Salzburg. She's trying to get ahead of the Brahamas there, not able to get to. Simcoe comes in for a fresh legs, driving in with speed, comes around the net, circles into the high slot, still shaking defenders. Another circle, throws it on the net, and it's in. What a power shift by Simcoe. Comes off the bench, picks up the puck at the blue line, drives wide, forces all those Brahamas to chase her in a circle. Finally fires one nice and low right along the ice. A solid job by her teammates. Salzburger standing out front, causing the screen, finds the back of the net, 1-0 Stars.
One thing that this coach had to be part of this game was to keep your foot on the gas pedal. He wants to see a lot of hustle, and we're already seeing it.
Stars win the draw, they push it right off the face-offs. Into the corner, we got a puck battle ensuing in the corner. Brahmas trying to take it out. Sortino holds the zone. Interrupted by the Brahmas again. They're coming up through the neutral zone. We got Biederman and Sortino on point. Biederman pushes that Brahma player off, picks it up in the half wall. Solid defensive check by her. Dulac reduces some pressure and sends it up. Clark comes on for some fresh legs. Comes the Brahma. Skating around, drives around. Deflection by Biederman. Puts that shot out of harm's way over the net. Biederman tries to find Clark. Just past Clark's onto the point. Simcoe clears it all the way down, and they'll probably blow that down for an icing, and they do.
Coach now for the girls. Trying to get it out of the zone. Really try to get it out with some power, and obviously with that you might get a couple icings here and there, so they'll figure that out. But I do think they got tremendous help up on this last shots.
Draws one by the Stars. Vicaria was getting chased, trying to find a quick break. Brahmas throw it all the way down. Sortino's going to pick it up behind him. Pressure by the Brahmas itself. Back and off the board to give him some space and get it up into the neutral zone. Back on the Sortino stick. Now we got Vicaria. Vicaria with Buckle and Gagne. Lots of fast shifts happening here. Brahmas entered the zone. Peterman's like to disrupt that play. Stay fast out front. Schaefer shuts the door. Solid position by Schaefer to make sure that puck is going nowhere near the back of the net. In transition, Biederman goes to the stage. Comes down the far right wing. Griffin and takes a shot just wide. Ends up in the far corner. Sortino now. Sortino's able to hold his zone. Sends it in deep. Puck's in the corner again. Buckle's giving chase now this time. Buckle. She's coming out. Brahmas end up with this puck. Throw it up along half wall into the neutral zone. Vicaria picks it up. Vicaria is coming into the offensive zone. Drives it into the corner. Vicaria looking at her options. Backhand pass. Tries to find a teammate up. Back to the Isaac. Isaac dances around a Brahma. But there's a second one there to make that check. Sorry, that wasn't Isaac. That was Mason. Mason's playing the point with Lafleur. Couple of BBD passes. Brahmas able to break that up, though. Here comes the Brahmas. The high slot. There's the shot. Puck's loose. Swallowed up by Shakes. It's just a 1-0 hockey game.
I think it was all over the place.
Simple up to take the draw, pushes it forward. Salzburg just about to lose the pressure to get it out of the zone. Comes in all the way deep now. Lafleur playing point with Mason. Lafleur kicks it up behind the net. Comes back to a couple Brahma players. It's in their feet. Able to get that up to Salzburg. Salzburg tries to push it out. Ends up going wide. Mason now. Mason trying to get it out. Puck with Gagne. Gagne's got a break. Here's a chance for Simcoe again. Simcoe coming through. 16. Cuts back. Lifts the handle a little bit. Puck's free in the corner. Centering pass. Deflected away by the Brahmas. Brahmas coming out of back of their net now. They're third to transition with some speed. Coming through the neutral building. Gentlemen, shots and spoons. Isaac says, you are not going to answer this zone, and I'm going to make darn sure I get stuff in with a clean check, and does. Pucks up the point of the Brahmas. Brahmas with the shot. Deflected just wide. Mason now picks it up behind the net. Mason tries to find an outlet pass. Ends up on the Brahmas stick. There's a shot from the Brahmas into the corner. Isaac's in pursuit. Another puck battle with Gagne. Now Simcoe back again. Pinching is the Brahmas. They try to come in from the slot. They kick it out. Salzburg's getting chased. Strong position by the Brahmas, trying to freeze that puck up. But Simcoe's right there to say, dance all you want. I'm going to make this our puck. Ends up back onto Isaac's stick. A little pass here. Getting chase and Stanton. Stanton backhand pass. Tried to get it out front. Ends up over in the far corner. Back to the point with Dulac. We got Dulac, Stanton, and Simcoe at front side Zakari that flank. Zakari back checking. Pushing the Brahmas wide. Kicks the puck loose. Straight down onto Schaefer. She decides to whistle it down. A little bit of a snow blast by the Brahmas offense onto Schaefer there. I hope our defense make it very clear to the Brahmas that's not going to be acceptable for the rest of the game.
Playing physical today.
Love to see it. There's the draw. Won by Victoria. Shot attempt low from the point. Ooh, squeaked through. Really quick right pad save by Jake to shoot that puck out of the net. Victoria centering Stanton. And Dulac. With Peterman and Sertino on point. Buster still front in front of the net. Schaefer clears out of the way with her paddle. Very front, back to the point. Here's Peterman. Peterman's got a little bit of time. Solid lead pass by Peterman trying to find Dulac. She does. Dulac enters the zone. Dulac from the high slot. There's a shot. Walked away by the tender. Puck ends up on the air boards now. All the way back to Victoria. She sends it over to Peterman. Peterman up to Dulac. This group's moving the puck really well today. Puck's held in by Victoria. Victoria, a couple moves. Driving wide. Looks for a centering pass. Checked at the last minute by the Brahmas. Brahmas now driving wide. Sertino's getting chased though. So he's pushing him into the corner. Victoria in to help. Keep pushing that Brahma wide. No shot gets off. They end up kicking the puck in behind the net. Brahmas sort of gathered up. He's looking for a centering pass. Finds a centering pass. He's all the way back to the point now. Brahmas holding the zone.
Really good center play by Zakaria. Getting real deep and helping out the defense back there.
Bertino's got a chance to regroup. She sends it up to Stanton. Puck ends up a little bit too far. Stanton clears it all the way down. They're going to call it a duck. Oh, they did not.
It's off the Brahma stick. I really thought they were going to call that one off.
That is our advantage at ringside today as we get to see those, but unfortunately missed by the refs, so they'll bring it back. 5:04 left here in the first. Shots 3-5 in favor of the Brahmas. Simcoe pushes one through. Is actually pushing, driving through, almost a 3-on-0 scenario. But the Brahmas defense at the last minute is able to clean that up. Puck's deep in the corner. Walker's on the half wall. They send it over. Simcoe. Simcoe's got it behind the net. He throws it up. Ends up, yes, getting out of the zone. Puck was trying to disrupt that. Gives Cage. She's looking to pick it up. All the way down to LaFleur now. LaFleur. She throws it back to the point. Brahms holding it. Simcoe trying to hit it. Now Buckle. Buckle's going to leave the zone. She's got some speed. Buckle driving wide. She's got a wrist shot at the ball. It takes the shot. Goes deep into the corner. That puck ends up coming back. Foul at the zone. A bit of a neutral zone battle here. Still some back and forth. Puck ends up onto LaFleur. Here's a break for the Brahmas. Brahmas coming in. Isaac's giving hustle to get back, and she does. Breaks that up really well. Isaac throws it up the works to Buckle. Buckle's going to come into the neutral zone with some speed. It's a 1-on-2, but she's picked up. Looks like Salzburg with her. Salzburg going to the front of the net. Buckle's deep in the corner. Tries to do a good job holding the zone and send it back in deep. Brahmas have it now. Cleared by the Brahmas. They're looking to get out of the zone. Lead pass up to the wing. Ends up all the way down into Peterman. Peterman Fires it back up to Salzburg. Here comes Salzburg. Couple moves by her. She goes deep into the corner. Her turn to backtrack. Trying to shake that check. Almost does. Now the puck's loose in behind the net.
Now we'll see Brendan wants a mic test here. See if he picks me up there. All good, Brendan?
Otherwise, Brendan, you should be hearing it the whole time. With the play-by-play, yeah. So hopefully that's the case. Brahamas now in the corner. They're coming out. Zakaria, she picks it up. Zakaria. Puck ends up loose in behind the Brahamas. Brahamas trying to clear it and release some pressure. Star's doing a good job keeping that pressure all the way back to Mason. Mason. Good pivot by her in the neutral zone. Sends it deep in off the Brahamas. Salzburg, Zakaria, and Gagne all getting chase. Number 27 on the Brahamas really likes to rush the puck. That unfolded a lot in our preseason game against the Brahamas. That gentleman ended up rushing the puck 4 or 5 times. I think he had 4 or 5 goals each time. See? Brahamas now with the puck. Speaking of 27, he's the one. Here's the chance for Brahamas. It's deflected wide. Off-angle shot. Easily deflected away by Schaefer. Strong position by her to make sure there was no angle, and that could be an offside in the game.
Yeah, Mason was in a good spot on that low crease on that last play. She was ready for that. Even if it hadn't been called offside, so I think she would have been ready.
Simcoe's out to center. Stanton and Dulac. Brahamas win the draw ball. Enter the zone. Pick up the deep. Shortino plays it on point. Shortino sends it all the way around trying to find Stanton. Puck ends up to the far point. Slightly mishandled by the Brahamas. Stanton's able to kick it out in the neutral zone and get it out of some offensive pressure relieved. Puck battle on the far board. Brahamas come out with it. Here's an opportunity for the Brahamas trying to get a high slot shot. Both Stanton and Simcoe there to break that up. Netherlands puck. Brahamas take it with a shot off his teammate. Deflected in behind the net. Puck still loose. There's another centering pass. Schaefer decides he wants to freeze that. So it brings down. Here we are, bringing Simcoe out to center. Buckle. Like Simcoe looking to drive him right out of the face-off dots. He does. Pushing up ice. Shakes off 3 checks. You got Buckle out front trying to make something happen. Shakes off the next check. Centering pass. Through the crease. Reflected on the stick. Buckle with the shot. Centering pass, sorry, by Dulac. Buckle trying to get the trash cleaned up. Another opportunity. Buckle picks it up. Buckle drives wide, throws it toward the net. Simcoe tries to grab that rebound. It's the kick out front. And finally, the Brahamas able to get it out of there. Here comes the Brahamas with some speed. They entered the zone. Tortino. She ends up deep. Shakes off 2 defenders. Throws it up to the half wall. Finds Buckle. Buckle. She looks to kick it out. A bad deflection, unfortunately. It ends up high slot. Dulac just on time as that Brahma was about to unload on a wrist shot. Dulac comes in and picks the pocket. So defense by her.
Well, yeah. So a real physical period. A lot of it for the most intermediate. The Browns are about physical. They do lead the league right now in penalty minutes, even though they've gotten about half the games played that the girls do. So they're a very physical team. But I really like what I've seen from the girls so far.
Couldn't agree more, Michael. A really physical first period, and our girls are playing step for step with them. It's great to see. Hopefully we got our scoreboard and things working here. Shots only 6-4, but the action did not dictate that in the first period here. A lot more back and forth than what the shots are showing. Number 27 on the Brahamas as it sure likes to skate that puck. And he does have some wheels. Really great to see Isaac step up right in this lane with a clean check. Out to start the second period. Victoria is going to center Clark and Buckle. And we got LaFleur and Isaac on point. And here we go with period number 2. Draws one by the Brahamas. Brahamas pulled it back. There's 27. 27 with wheels coming in with some speed. Tries to cut through. Moves to the high slot. There's the move. Rifles it off the crossbar. Just about found the back of the net. Great job by Schaefer to make sure she had enough of it covered and it only hit the crossbar. Zakaria now. She's got wheels of her own. She throws it up. Tries to find Buckle. Zakaria in to help with Buckle. Brahamas come out with the puck from the half wall. Couple moves by the Brahamas. Called down, and they're going to call that a penalty against the Stars. Probably a good penalty to take there for the Stars. That number 27 could move. LaFleur wanted to make sure there wasn't a clean shot from the off angle. Coach is wanting something. It's Colin Clark, Colin Buckle. Wants a certain matchup for the penalty kill. Looks like that matchup's going to be Simcoe, Zakaria. And then you've got Isaac and I believe Mason on point. Hard to tell from my angle. And a minute and a half power play for the Brahamas. Draws one by the Brahamas. There's a shot from the angle. Gloved by Simcoe. Sent over into the corner. Brahamas trying to cycle it. We send it back to the point. 27. Looks at the offense. Fires a wrist shot high. Isaac's going to pick that up off the glass. He's got a little bit of time, a little bit of space. He's going to take it to the neutral zone. Isaac looking wide, takes the shot. It's gloved up by the Brahamas. Good pressure by her on the short-handed shift there. Just trying to make some things happen. Zakaria in to take the draw. Offensive zone opportunity here. Zakaria loses the drop, gets the puck back immediately, throws it into the corner. Brahamas looking to take it in behind the net. 27 does like to skate it. He's trying to make his way up. And both Zakaria and Simcoe aren't having it. Good check by Zakaria. And unfortunately, Simcoe not quite able to touch up. Fresh line out here. 48 seconds left on the power play. We've got Gagne and Salzburg out with Shortino and Isaac on point. Puck kicks up. Brahamas able to gain the zone. They kick it into the neutral zone. Puck still loose. Gagne's giving chase. Here's number 27. He's driving in wide. Looks to try and shake a check, but he can't. He's Shortino able to knock that puck off his stick. Puck able to stay in from the Brahamas. Finally relieves some pressure by Salzburg. She sends it down, and they're going to call it no ice. Perfect draw away on her. Gagne in pursuit, trying to disrupt the breakout. Number 27 coming through the neutral zone. He's got some speed, skating pop. His own teammates and us. Takes the shot off the post again. Puck ends up kicked loose behind the net. Salzburg's got it, and we've got a whistle down. And I think we're going to get called for back-to-back penalties against our beloved Stars as Miss Isaac's coming to join us in the penalty box.
I'm going to take it.
12:49 left here in the second. And another power play for the Brahamas. Solid job by the Brahamas killing the penalty for the first bit. And he's going back to, it's got Buckle, it's got Trey on. And Mason on point. What looks like Shortino. Draws one by the Brahamas. Shot blocked by Zakaria. Step out to the front of the compass. Zakaria trying to break that up. Forces some pressure. Buckle kicks it out to the neutral zone. Zakaria gives chase. Chips it in nice and deep. That'll kill off some at the top. Comes the Brahmas. Comes from behind it. It's the speed. Number 9. Moving that puck through the neutral zone. Trying to make a couple moves. One too many. Mason ends up with the stick. She clears it, or the puck. She sticks it over into the corner. Puck's loose to the high slot. There's the Brahmas with the shot. Deflected wide. Brahmas. Reloading at the point. Bucko giving chase. D pass is disrupted. Vicaria just about finds the loose puck to break in for her. Brahmas dumping in deep. 35 seconds left here in the penalty. Shortino's going to regroup behind the net. She throws it off the wall into the neutral zone, deflected by the Brahmas. Good job by her. Bucko trying to evaluate what they're going to do. Slight collision with Bucko and Zakaria. Brahmas move it up into the neutral zone. Throw it all the way across. Mason's on it now. There's a shot. Sweeps right through the crease. But out of harm's way into the corner. Zakaria's got it. Trying to shake off her defenders. Throws it up to the point. There's 27. 27 with the shot. Throws it back into the corner. Deflected into the corner, sorry. Mason throws it out. See if she can get it up to Bucko. She does. Bucko's got some speed. She's coming in. One-on-one opportunity for Bucko to take the shot. It's deflected by the Brahmas. In behind the net. Brahmas turning back. 27 going for yet another skate. Moving up through. Back check job and solid defense by Biederman to make sure nothing happens with that rush yet again. Puck kicks all the way back in behind the net. Brahmas, couple moves by the Brahmas and the high slot opportunity. Throws it wide. Comes all the way around to the defense. They kick it in down deep. And Schaefer, steady as she goes with her 8th save of the game to keep it 1-0. Good job by her to track that there. That puck was deflected, came up high.
Yep. Back in the defensive zone there, even after the power play ended. It was a good penalty kill. Let's see if we can turn the momentum back, get a little bit more action down this way.
Good to see our girls playing 5-on-5 again. 10:27 left in the second. Brahmas win the draw. Quickly recovered by the Stars, though. Stanton, Dulac, and Simcoe are up front. Loose puck out front. Brahmas trying to grab it again. They kick it away. Stanton throws one down ice. Let's see if that's slow enough to get the draw weight. It does. It's right on net. Dulac, Stanton, both in pursuit. Simcoe's thinking something's going to kick up high, and it does. Hugh Girl's able to hold the zone. Stanton centering pass, loose out front. Tic-tac-toe, just about a chance to spank that home. Here comes 27. He's got some speed. He's driving wide. Comes in from the angle. Cuts back toward the high slot. Loses the puck. Looks to do the centering pass. Throws it over. Brahmas. They're trying to find an opportunity, and Simcoe clears it out. Simcoe wants to skate now. She tries on. Almost gets it in. The kick efforts. Brahmas turn it back around, but Isaac in position. Solid check by her. He sent it over to Dulac. Dulac, she's got Stanton with her. Dulac takes a shot from the high slot. Unfortunately, we're a little bit offside with a slight step ahead by Stanton.
Just a big step up. She was watching, but
so close.
I like that Dulac went ahead and just made the shot. You never know when you're going to get a rebound.
Gagné on left wing. Salzburg on the right wing. Zakaria playing center. Puck goes deep with Bertino and Biederman on point. I feel like the Stars have more than 5 shots, and it's 9 minutes left in the second. But Zakaria got her. There she goes. Wrong side of the faceoff dot. Got a couple times. The Spirit. Girls are excited for the third make. There's the faceoff by again. Tries to throw it on nets. It's picked up by the Brahmas on defense. Brahmas breakout. Picked up by Shortino. She sends it over to Biederman. Biederman. She kicks it up to Salzburg. Salzburg cuts in. Salzburg looking to move to the high slot. Trying to dance around a few players. Just about gets in. Now the Brahmas regroup. They're trying to get out. They kick it up. Biederman holds his zone. Brahmas pick it right back up again, though. Zakaria, picked by her. He finds Gagne. Gagne kicks it up into the neutral zone. A little back and forth tic-tac here. Chertino. Her turn to keep it up into the neutral zone. Both teams playing a bit safe here, trying to just disrupt things. And Chertino looks to break it out. She finds Gagne. Gagne, 3-on-2 unfolding. Gagne drop pass to Zakaria. Zakaria, she's trying to drive wide. Got Salzburg going to the front of the net. Gagne's trying to tuck in the corner. Gizmo gets it. Puck kicks out loose. And it finds a Brahamas stick. Oh, just about saved by Bierman with the back kick there from Salzburg. Salzburg, couple moves by her. She sends it over. Bierman's not out on her feet. She sends it up to Zakaria. Really was. Zakaria sends it in behind the net. All the way out to the neutral zone. Bierman gives it to Salzburg. Salzburg gives it back. Now over to Chertino. Waiting for something to break loose in this back-forth neutral zones. Just trying to make that break loose. There's a couple of bomb players. Break coming in. Looks for the opportunity. 2 or 3 amigos by that Brahamas player. Ends up tucking it in the side door.
Just an unfortunate bounce. Working off the pad, right back onto his stick.
Yeah. Schaefer had the track the whole way. Really had too much time, too many opportunities, and found his own rebound.
Yep. Right from pad to take. Not much you can do about that one. Let's see if we can get the momentum shift back.
One hockey game, simple. A quick response once before. Looking to do it again. Yeah, that last goal, I said the neutral zone's going to break free. And sure enough, unfortunately, it was the Brahamas.
Nostradamus again.
Simcoe, Clark, Buckle with Lafleur and Mason. Let's see if this line can make it a 1-goal lead again on this shift. Brahamas is in the draw, but they send it down. That'll be waved off. Lafleur picks it up, skates it behind the net. Lafleur turns back. Looking to find an outlet pass. Couple moves by Lafleur. Still holding the puck. Good job by her. Coming into the neutral zone now. She's got Buckle on her wing. She's going to drive wide. Looking to push in. She's checked, but she pushes it all the way deep into the corner. Gives chase. And unfortunately, a bit of a soft call, I think. She's going to get whistled down for most likely a roughing or a cross check. I don't know. Let's take the cross check.
That was a pretty easy call for the ref on that one, unfortunately.
Well, I don't know about you, Michael, but I'm the hometown broadcast, so that was a no penalty. You think that was a penalty?
Yeah, absolutely right, Brady. I apologize to the home.
Unfortunately, Michael is right. I might be seeing things I want to see out there. Back to the power play, the Brahamas go. We got Zakaria out there with Simcoe. Isaac on point with Mason. Stars win the drop. Get it back and out of the zone out of harm's way. Ends up in deep behind Isaac. Isaac throws it all the way around. So Till off some good time. 1:11 left in the power plays. DDB pass for the Brahamas. Number 27, his name is Jackson. Man, this is the tall Jackson. Does he lose the puck a lot? Oh, shot sweeps through. Schaefer shoots the door. Positioned as usual. Keeps it a 1-1 hockey game.
I think Carolina did a really good job of boxing them out. Let's see it. Hold on here. 1 minute.
Coach elects to stay with the same penalty killing units that are out there. Draws one by Zakaria. Gets it over to Isaac. Isaac sends it around. Tries to clear it. Doesn't quite get it out, but now it's Simcoe. She's driving in. Looks to drive wide. Comes back. Tries to cut back into the neutral zone. She still got it in the high slot. 4 Brahamas all over her, and she's able to shake him off. Now Zakaria in to help. Centering pass by the Brahamas ends up on the stick of Mason. Mason throws one little chip off the boards and in. Nice leg weight. shot all the way across back into the neutral zone. Brahmas ended up picking up. Slight miscommunication there. Oh, Schaefer thought she had it. Ends up kicking off to the side. Still not in the net, though. That's all that matters. Brahmas. Sinto throws it all the way down, and they might call it an icing, but the goalie likes to play it. Gives it to number 27, which is Jackson. I'm assuming he's going to want to do a skate. And it's Aria taking on 3 Brahamas. Baco in to help now. Salzburg, who's on with fresh legs. They dump it in. Isaac's going to pick it up behind the net. She throws it all the way around, ends up on the Brahmas. Brahmas throws it back toward the net. Pass saved by Schaefer. She kicks it wide. Brahmas able to hold the zone. Tough battle for ensues with about 7 players all weekend to get it out. It picks out the Buffalo. Just catches the keeper. Behind wide. We're going to cut back toward the net. Oh, goalie makes the save on the trick just wide.
Great drive. It's outside of the bucket. Just want to test out that first. Look how flat that blade is. It's interesting, huh?
I haven't seen her.
You got a new custom-made stick.
Like it. Bringing back some retro design. Buffalo in to take the draw. 6 good enough to win the draw. Wins it cleanly over to Dulac. Dulac dumps it back into the corner. Sends it back to us. Takes it to the front. Tries to find an off-angle shot off at Coley. Looking to break out. They get it into the neutral zone. Dulac's there once again, though. She throws it off the wall. Back and forth, Brahmas able to disrupt that, but Peterman is right there to stop the zone entry. Another puck battle. Really intense hockey game. Both teams playing quite physical. Here comes Salzburg. Salzburg tries to make the move towards the center. They touch up on time for Dulac to dump it in and give chase.
Great job watching the blue line. Dulac.
Brahmas trying to break out. We kick it out into the neutral zone. Sends it over to Shortino. Peterman, she comes in with some speed. She's going to have an opportunity there. Takes the shot. It's deflected. And gloved by the Brahmas tender with 3:03 left here. In the second period, we got a 1-1 hockey game.
I feel a little bit of more cheat up here in the offensive zone. We're getting through that neutral zone. Crossing the line pretty good now. So let's hope we get another one before the end of the period.
Vicaria's out to take the draw. She's got Park on her right wing, Simcoe on the left wing. Wins it cleanly to Mason. Mason with the shot. It's through traffic. Loose puck for Clark. Almost able to get that rebound to go. Brahmas end up with the top. They come up through the neutral zone with some speed. We got a 2-on-2 that's holding, but as usual, our Stars are back checking hard. And making sure there's plenty of support. The fear threw it around Clark. Clark ends up with it on the sidewall. Vicaria's waiting for something to kick loose. It does. Brahmas trying to move through some traffic. They shoot it wide. LaFear's going to pick it up. LaFear looks at her options. Checked by the Brahmas, but she's right there to get back. Vicaria picks it up. Vicaria and Simcoe and Clark. We got a 3-on-2 for the Stars. Vicaria wobbles the puck a little bit. Must have had a cup of snow or something there. Kick it off her stick. Not usually her style. But she wanted that back right away, obviously. And gets it back. Now the Brahmas. They're coming into the Stars zone. They're looking for an off-angle shot. Sticked away by Schaefer. In behind the net. LaFear throws it up around to the boards, all the way back to the D. LaFear picks it up in front of the net. Pass off the boards to Simcoe. Simcoe, she's going to try and create something here. Driving wide. Shot, puck ends up loose out front. Clark's there to keep the position in the offensive zone. Brahma's trying to get out. It's deflected up and almost out. Whistled down. Well, for an offensive draw with 1:28 left.
Almost. Okay, but that's on that one.
Bucko's going to come take the draw. She's got Salzburg on the right wing, Gagne on left. Vietnamese point. I think left point. Draws one by the small. If we get to the Brahamas, we start getting it back. She's got it. Walks in the high slot. First by her. I can't pass. Grabs the behind the open slot. It's on again. His stick shot just wide of the net. All the way back to Peterman. Peterman throws it in. Brahamas. They're coming back out. Peterman there with another check. Brahamas able to push through. Isaac on there on point. We just shot from an off end. The shot really high and wide. Wraps all the way around to the far offside corner. Held in by the Brahamas, but then cleared down by Buckle. They'll call that down for an icing.
I think Peterman did a good job by pitching up there and putting some pressure on. I really like to see that.
Completely agree with you there, Mike. Particularly with a strong point partner like Isaac. There's a safety net. A good decision by her. Sin's going to take the draw. He's been known to twist and try and shuffle. She actually pulls it back this time, and she keeps it for herself. Then she finds Dulac. A little bit of a stick handle right off the draw. Dulac enters the zone. Looks to take a shot. It's deflected high and wide into the corner. Stanton's giving chase. Brahamas picked that puck up. They transition with some speed on a 3-on-2, trying to drive through the middle. Peterman and Isaac plug it up so they can't get through. Puck ends up deep in the corner. Peterman's got it. She tries to find her outlet pass. It's deflected all over to the Brahamas on the point. They take a shot from the angle. It's deflected off to the sidewalk.
About a good 10 seconds. We can do it.
6 seconds on the clock. See if one of the teams can get some action to happen. Puck goes deep, and that should wind up the period. One hockey game. 4 shots. Another solid effort by all the stars in that period.
Yep, they're not letting off the gas.
We didn't get a chance to do the opening broadcast, but as we talked about, Michael, we really believe that Brahamas is going to be the division rival here, and I can foresee the Stars and Brahamas battling out for that first place position.
Yeah, for sure. I believe both of these teams are the only ones in the standing that currently have plus goal differentials. Even though we are, I believe, 4 games ahead of them. We've played 4 more than they have.
Yeah, series that we've had 2 mini-series, and I don't think they've had a road mini-series just yet.
Getting word from Brendan up at the control board. Should be pretty even.
Well, that's good to hear. Looks like we're going to have Zakaria to center Buckle and Clark. Sortino is on point with Mason to start the third. I still can't believe shots are only on the board 8-13 in favor of the Brahamas.
Yeah, that's something that also, Brody. Surprisingly low shots.
Lots of neutral zones.
Wow, neutral zone battles.
Brahamas taking a shot. High slot opportunity. There's a shot deflected. Well tracked by Schaefer. Brahamas player get on top of Schaefer. And Sortino gives a little shove to say, no, thank you.
Also a good testament to the defense. Not letting the good shots get off.
Zakaria to take the draw. Brahamas to the point in the shot. Picked up by Zakaria. Zakaria's got Clark on the far wing. She likes to dump and chase. Sends it in deep. Using her speed, regains her own dump and chase. Got it in behind the net. Buckle right out front, wide open, looking for a pass. Trying to bring it around from Clark. Deflected by the keeper and covered up by the Brahamas goaltender.
That was a really good setup play. That's how we're going to get one, by coming around the back and getting a good pass out front, catch the goalie off guard. And that is another thing that coach had talked to the girls about as well. It's that they're able to compete when they're across the blue line. Don't try to dance with it. Go ahead and just send it deep and do it up and chase and rely on your point.
Simple is out to center. Gagne and Salzburg. Puck ends up in the Brahmas corner. Brahmas trying to get it out. It's picked up by Gagne. Gagne tries to throw it back toward the corner. Onto the stick. It's Simcoe centering pass. Tries to find Salzburg, but it's interrupted by the Brahmas. Brahmas breaking it out now. Here's the shot. Wide. Mason's going to grab that behind the net. Send it up the half wall. She sends it all the way to Salzburg. Back to the point for the kicks in behind the net. Sortino's going to grab that. Sortino, she sends it up to Gagne. Gagne, she's in a puck battle with 3 Brahmas in the ground. Still pushing to get it out if she does. Offside Brahmas, courtesy of the hard-working shift by Gagne. Just her way through 3 Brahmas.
Tremendous effort getting that out.
Simcoe in to take the draw again. Looks like she might be going sideways or backwards again. Not sure who they come by the Brahmas though, and they send it into their DVD point. They're looking to gain the zone. Here comes the Brahmas with a slap shot. An absolute howitzer that was a field goal range.
The kid really ripped it.
He did rip it. Brahmas even dropping the point. That kicks wide. Here, trying to get it out. Finds Simcoe, who does get it out. They send it all the way down. They're going to wave off icing. Salzburg in pursuit. So's Gagne. They try to throw it up. Ends up on Simcoe's stick. She kicks it out. Finds Salzburg. Get the Brahmas half again. It's number 27, Jackson. He's driving with some speed. Tries to go wide, but Simcoe back checks all the way down, and Isaac's there with the back check.
What a back check. What a back check.
Not good. And then 27 picks it up. Gets centering pass. Paddled away by Schaefer onto the point. The point throws it down. Lafier sends it around Gagne. Gagne relieves the pressure, throws it up into the neutral zone. Thomas gets it. Trying to drive wide. Isaac pushes it wide. Cutting in toward the front of the net. It's picked up. Puck's loose. Puck still loose. Giving us a small heart attack, but Schaefer just in time to wrap that puck with her left glove. Freezes it down for a whistle.
That thing was just floating there, just waiting. Boy, but she snagged that.
12-17 left in the third. Zakaria out to take the draw. Dulac and Stanton on the wings. Biederman and Sortino on point. It's won by the Brahmas, but Dulac's got the break. Tries to push it through. Dulac, he still got an opportunity. Unfortunately, slightly bobbled in the neutral zone. He's trying to gain some momentum. Zakaria's got it now. Zakaria, she looks to drive, takes the shot. Goaltender tries to block her off to the side, ends up wide. Hard-looking shift. Zakaria's got it. Centering pass. Deflects in behind. Dulac's going to pick it up in the corner. She retrieves it. Sends it over to Stanton. Stanton. She fires it over to Zakaria. Zakaria from the off angle. Elects to take it back around the other side of the net. She's looking for an opportunity. Pivots.
Oh, that's it.
And it's there. She falls. I believe it's that Stanton. Sorry, look back. I couldn't pick up who that was, but I'll tell you what, a hard-working shift by the Stars. Great effort by them. Cluck ended up giving a chip pass over to Stanton. Stanton takes it behind the net. She sends it over to Zakaria. Zakaria switches directions, brings it back to Dulac. Fires one with a great body position on her part to create some space. Does a pivot, throws it on net. Dulac buries the rebound. We got a 1-goal advantage again.
That was fantastic. They spent their time getting set up, moving things around, and things came together for them. Really great.
Cynthia's out to take the draw. She's got Buckle on the right, our left wing, Bark on the right wing. Torpedo and Biederman on point. Straws won by Brahamas. I think they were getting a penalty for something. Brahmas dancing He cuts loose, foot loose, and it's covered.
Are they making a tripping call on that one?
He's complaining about something. I don't know what the Brahmas are upset about, but I think we might get a penalty call, and it is against Peterman.
Now that one I'm surprised about.
Peterman's dad's running the penalty box. I think he's pretty excited about his visitor now.
He's got a big smile on his face.
Yeah. Simcoe and Buckle are going to stay out to do the penalty kill. We got Isaac and Mason on point. A minute and a half hour play for the Brahmas. See if our stars here will be fresh early. Pucks draws one by the Brahmas. This is a shot high and wide. A clean win on that draw, and it misfired. Now Buckle able to get it out of the initial zone. Puck's kicked all the way in. Brahmas tried to find it. Number 9 ends up back to the point. Held in, just about disrupted by Buckle. She's giving a check now. Mason able to get it up to Buckle. Almost a break for Buckle. Number 27 trying to make something happen. It's a tight check-in game. Not a lot of space for anybody. Number 9 with a great pivot move there. Create some space for himself. And wide open in that high slot with time and space. And he made no mistake finding an empty side of the net there.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was just able to shake off the girls coming up into the circle there. So that'll kill the penalty.
10:29 left in the hockey game. It's a good one. 2-2 tie. Zakaria out to take the draw. I actually forgot about number 9 from the preseason game. That kid's got some talent as well. Brahmas gain the zone. Try to find the high slot. Mason's got it now. She chips it high. Gets it out in the neutral zone, and it's offside.
Yep, they'll be bringing a little more physicality now in these last 10 minutes. So girls should be ready and certainly to build the physicality of their own.
Isaac, she likes to go for a skate with the puck. She's tripped up. Didn't let that go. I'm not sure why. Zakaria's got it. She does a couple spin moves to gain the zone. Find the offense. Zakaria shakes off 2 Brahmas. Ends up getting it into the neutral zone and out of harm's way. Brahmas send it right back down, and Isaac's going to pick that up. Isaac tries to find Clark on the half wall. That gets through. Then she deflects a shot to the far side. Brahmas, throw it in deep. Mason's got it now. Mason sends it over to Clark. Clark up to Buckle. Back to Clark. Into the neutral zone. Clark just about picks up a high pass and knocks it in for a breakaway for herself. Brahmas trying to get it.
Just shutting that down.
Always impressed with the two-way play of Zakaria. She might be the point leader on the team, but she is as strong defensively as she is offensively.
Just great super play.
Simcoe is out to take the draw. Gagné on left wing. Salzburg on the right wing. Puck in deep behind that. Churchill trying to put her himself. Next to go for a skate. This guy made a stick though. Able to get around the check. Ends up with Salzburg. Salzburg now. Salzburg trying to make something happen. She pushes it deep into the corner. Still has the puck. Sends it over to Simcoe. Now kicks over to the Brahmas. Brahmas skating up with it. 2-on-2. All 3 stars forwards back checking hard to get themselves back in play. Lafitte shakes off the check. Tries to put Salzburg. Sends it all the way down. They're going to call that an icing.
This one's unfortunately for all on there. Had it been on flat on the ice, I think we could have probably had a little opportunity.
Have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard for Major League Baseball. World Series Game 2 about to kick off. My beloved Blue Jays whooped the Dodgers last night. Back to this game, though. Centering pass. Brahamas have it in the high slot. Backhand shot. Well handled by Jake. It's their 17th shot of the game so far. Stars only able to get 10 on point. Brahamas win the draw. Send it back. Brahamas send it in deep. They have it behind the net. Sortino and Simcoe both there. Brahamas, they come out with the puck. But Lafiere's quickly on them. Lafiere and Simcoe go to battle. Simcoe comes out with it. She's going to leave the zone with some speed. She's got it. She's coming up with a lot of speed. Drives in toward the front of the net. Cuts back. Tries the backhand for the ticket. Salzburg trying to pick up the rebound. Salzburg, she takes a couple checks. Salzburg and Simcoe battling it out. Peterman holds his zone again. It's kicked up to the Brahamas now. All the way back to Sortino. She's there. She caught it safely. Here comes number 9 from the Brahamas. Ducking and weaving, trying to make something happen. Strong defense by Sortino to take away his shooting lanes. Simcoe throws it up to the point. There's another shot deflected by Simcoe out into the neutral zone. Gagne's in pursuit. Simcoe, the shot was put in by the Brahamas. We're going to be whistled down for an offside.
The girls are keeping the pressure on. They're still playing their game. They're not playing panic. They're going to get back into that rhythm. That's how great things happen.
6:52 left. Brahamas win the draw. McGee trying to make something happen. He's checked. Dulak's got it. Dulak's got Stanton with her. Dulac, she comes in. Couple move by Dulac. Great move by Dulac. Size it through. Just about gets it to go. Solid save by the goaltender there. Mason's in the point. She throws it on net. That's deflected by the Brahamas in the high slot. Brahamas back the other way. Coming in with some speed. Number 27 tries to cut in. Looks to do the wraparound. Zakaria, she's pushing hard. Same with Isaac. Brahamas foot through the crease all the way across to Dulac. Dulac's got it. She turns it up into the neutral zone. Dulac and Stanton both trying to get chased. They do. Zakaria picks up that pass. Everyone touches up. They gain the zone. Brahamas.
They're looking for number 9.
He's a threat. Coming in on the off wing. Cuts back to the high slot. And as usual, our back checkers are there to disrupt. Stanton. She throws it down. She's looking for some fresh legs. There goes all full forwards. Just on for some fresh legs. What a dance by Dulac entering that zone there. She just undressed that Brahamas defense. Thought she took it home from this angle. I thought she got it under the goalie's pad before he got his pad down.
He just did a good job containing number 9 on that one. His signature move seems to be come up the left side, cut across the middle on his forehand.
Draws one by the Stars. Lafiere's kicks it up. Held in by the Brahamas. Lafiere regains control. She's going to take it in behind the net. Kicks it up the boards to Clark. Clark now. She throws it up. Brahamas able to hold his own, but Buffalo breaks it up. Buffalo's going to drive wide. Buffalo's got an opportunity. Coming in from the half wall. Cuts back. Looks to do a backhand pass. Not quite able to get it where she wants it to go. But Simcoe to help. Simcoe, she breaks it up. She takes it behind the net. Simcoe, looking at her options. She's got some speed. She's going to skate wide. Throws it back toward the net. Puck's loose. Brahamas banging out into the neutral zone to get rid of their own pressure.
Get back. She tried.
4:52 left here in the third period. Starting to get into the nail butter territory there.
Getting very exciting and energetic down here.
Simcoe centering Buckle and Clark. Brahamas win the draw. They throw it all the way in for a dump and chase. That should be an icing.
Yep, he was just beyond the half line there.
That's one way to gain an offensive draw. Lose the face-off, let them give it to you. Okay?
I'll take it. I will take it. We've done a good job with some face-off wins tonight. So let's get another one. This could be key.
Got Shortino and Lafier on point. Simcoe wins the draw over the Buckle. Gets it back to Shortino. They throw it toward the crease. Simcoe's got it again. Now it's on the Buckle 6. Back to Simcoe. Simcoe trying to get the shot off. He shot us. Clark's in pursuit. Clark's shot it behind the net. He throws the centering pass. He takes it out over to Buckle. Buckle trying to give some space for herself. Ends up on the stick of Simcoe. Back and forth. The puck is everywhere.
She steps up.
Lafier holds the zone, sends it back in for Buckle. Brahamas trying to get them out of their zone. They finally relieved some pressure. The Stars were all over them for about 20 seconds. Here comes the Brahamas. Looking to get split. Back pass to the beat. Puck's deflected. Loose out front. Shortino kicks it over out of harm's way into the corner. Comes back to the point. There's a shot from the point. Deflected by Lafier. Great save by Schaefer to get her on that and get it out of into the corner.
Good read on that one by Bucko. She got her stick on it. That was nice.
Isaac, 3:38 left in the third. She takes it behind the net. Coming around with some speed. She's absolutely switched. I can't believe we didn't call that. And they did call that. Thank you, ref. The Stars are going to go on the power play with a minute and a half left. Thanks to the speed of Isaac drawing that penalty.
That was a great penalty draw.
Coach is trying to call the time.
Catch what number that is? Is that 21 over there?
21. Good call from the coach to whistle things down. Wonder what he's saying to him, Michael.
I'm wondering the same thing, Brody.
Drafting up the execution plan, what he wants to see off the draw.
Yep, he's drawn on the whiteboard. Brendan upstairs might actually have a pretty good shot at that. He's with a zoomed-in camera.
Thinking about that last save Schaefer made to keep it a 2-2 hockey game. That was impressive. It was deflected right out front. She was able to get her red pad on it still.
Yeah, Schaefer's makes saves tonight.
I think we're going to have a full court press here for a minute and a half. I think coach wants to see this go-ahead goal on the power play.
Now, yep.
Yeah.
Preferably towards the end of the power play. Would be nice.
Yeah.
Tire him out in the defensive zone a little bit.
There you go. We're going to have Simcoe, Zakaria, and Bucko up front, and we're going to have Mason and Isaac on point. So
Powerful line, Brody.
we'll put some size out there. There's a size and strength out there. Happens to be our top 3 goal scorers, too. Zakaria's going to take the draw. Buckles on the right, Mason on the left. Girls are getting really risky on the fence. Draws won by Brahamas, but recovered quickly. Oh, by Simcoe. The kick's out loose. Is a possible break for the Brahamas, but Isaac's back hard. They shoot by Isaac's going to regain. She sends it over to Simcoe. Brahamas, DDD pass. They're trying to kill some time. Isaac's back to regroup.
Time to look around.
Isaac's going to have a look at her options. Sends it to Buckle. Buckle's going to gain the zone. Stars gaining the zone. Buckle cut back toward the crease. There's a shot from Buckle, just wide. Another opportunity for Buckle. Simcoe's going to break up the Brahamas. Brahamas dump it all the way down. Kill off a bit more time. 41 seconds left here in the power play. Coach Tyler is a lot more vocal than he is traditionally. I think he's feeling the passion of the game here.
Oh, yeah, he's fired up.
Bakari in to take the draw again. Simcoe on left. Buckle on right. Still got Isaac and Mason on point. One by the Stars. Back to Isaac. Isaac takes the shot. It's loose up front. Regained by the Brahamas. Isaac got another opportunity. Throws it in and it's offside. Just not quite able to get the pressure the Stars were wanting on this shift. There's still time though. 30 seconds on the power play. 2:30 left here in the third.
Yep, hopefully they can win this draw, get in the offensive zone, and set up a good cycle.
There it is. Chance for Zakaria. Brahma stand on it, and then looks it's going to be a tripping call against Zakaria. That's a tough one now. It wasn't an intentional trip. She just happened to go to play the clock right where Brahma's player skates.
That was a tough one to swallow. Not a shot on net on that one.
2:21 left. There'll be 4-on-4 for 21 seconds. And then a minute 9 power play for the Brahamas. Simcoe in to take the draw. Gets it for the Buckle. Buckle, Simcoe, 2-on-2. They're coming through the neutral zone with some speed. Here comes Buckle, driving. Looks to take the shot. Ends up getting checked, but she regains the puck. Got Simcoe out front. Brahamas pick up the loose puck. They're bringing it back now. Brahamas trying to drive wide. Number 9 does. Centering pass, but that ends up on the Buckle stick. Buckle sends it down. And that'll be an icing call. .150 left and a 59-second power play for the Brahamas.
And coach, unfortunately, he had his penalty kill line out there for that last power play, which is smart. You want to put the pressure on, but now you get that line tired. So he's calling a timeout here. Going to do a little regroup, a little chat.
Always wonder what the goalies are doing at this point. I know what Alan likes to do when things come down to this. She does herself to just distract herself and whatever, but every goalie is different. Chatting with Schaefer.
The Brahamas goalie is the only one they have rostered, so no one to talk to for him.
He's a good little goalie too.
Yeah.
Save percentage has been strong.
I believe he played one season with the DSEG a couple of years ago.
Schaefer's looking really focused. I like her composure right now.
Well, she's ready. Let's go, Stars.
Penalty kill is going to be Salzburg and Dulac off front with Shortino from the kicker point. Salzburg can take the draw. One by Brahamas back to the point. Big shot from the Brahamas, and it's gloved by Schaefer.
Good eye, good pull up by Schaefer on that one.
There's that composure. We're just going to track that all the way in. Yep. Dahlberg in to take the draw again. Trying to get it over to Shortino. She does. Shortino's got it. Shortino throws it up all the way down. See if that's got a low draw weight. Is it going to slow down? No, they'll bring it all the way back for an icing.
Again, unfortunate that it was on its side again.
Just rolled.
That would have definitely petered out.
Bucko and Simcoe are going to come back on penalty killing.
I like the original call on that penalty kill line, though. That was a good idea.
I think so. 1:37 left here. Simcoe facing off against number 9. Draws one by the Brahamas. The Bucko was right there to block the shot. Lafleur gets chased in the corner. Lafleur gets over to Bucko, out into the neutral zone, killing off valuable play time. Number 9 comes back the other way. Number 9 trying to come through, looking to make some moves. There's the shots. And he finds the side. post and in. That's a tough one. That kid has two really good goals today where he just does these side-to-side beats.
It's that same move. Yep, he likes that move. Coming from the left side, across to the right on his forehand, and then shoots cross crease to the goalie stick side. Yep.
Schaefer doing exactly what she should have been doing, tracking cross crease. Just a great shot off the post and in. Draws one by the Brahamas. Let's see if the Stars got a minute and 16 to get it back. Brahamas setting it back and forth. Here comes Simcoe. Simcoe driving into the zone. Feelers to go. Schaefer's coming. They're pulling the goalie for the extra attacker. Mason's got it on the point. Mason takes the shot. Through traffic, deflected high and wide. Simcoe centering pass. Loose out front. Dulac's in to join now. She's bringing it back out front. Pressure by the...
Oh, that's it, girls. Let's go.
Trying to get it in. Still loose.
That's it.
It's in.
That's it.
Come on, Rich.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. I watched that bounce in. There's no way.
Wave it down. They say no goal. Our girls don't look too disappointed.
Oh, that was absolutely in.
Let's see if the girls can keep the pressure here. We're going to keep the goalie pull.
Oh, you saw Brody, but it really looked like it bounced off the back of the ground.
Based on the reaction of the girls, none of them look like they're upset, though. So either they're really composed or...
They might have seen something I didn't. Maybe it bounced off the post.
Draws one by the Brahamas. Brahamas send it all down. That'll be an icing call. 37 seconds on the clock. And let's see if these girls can keep that pressure. There's hard-working goal in our future here. I can see it come. We'll have to get Brendan to do the video replay and see if we can tell on our other camera.
Yeah, I'm excited to see.
Nakaria is going to take...
That'll probably shut me up, I think.
Nakaria, won by the Brahamas. They look to dump it down. They get held in by Isaac on point. Buckle's holding it in. Here comes Buckle. Buckle driving in, takes a shot. Puck goes in behind the net. Cleared up by the Brahamas all the way.
Oh, that's a...
Is it going to be enough to stop it? It's just wide. Tracy with 7 seconds left.
When it went across the blue line, I really thought I was on net. Boy.
One last push opportunity for the Stars.
Let's go, girls. Key face-off right here. Let's win it.
17 seconds. Simcoe in to take this. Florian's out front with Bucko. Simcoe wins and tries to drive toward the front. Brahamas send it out deep. Held in by Mason. Breakdown by her. Brahamas still able to get it. They try to throw it up. It's in the feet of Isaac. 5 seconds left on the clock. Isaac's gets his own. It's going to... What a tough loss for the Stars, but a heck of a battle from start to finish. That was an excellent hockey game.
That was a great game. Boy, that's a tough loss. The girls really need to be proud of the way they played. Compare this to the way they looked against this team in the leveling tournament. I think we've really come a long way. It's good to see that.
As we anticipated, this is going to be the division rivals. I can see a few more games like this. They're good physical hockey games. Tough loss for the girls, but they should be proud of how they played today. I was really impressed. And you know what? We got to check that video replay and see if that puck made it in or not. Maybe it was 3-3, Mike.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. It was encouraging to see our color guy going, no, that was it. Well, fans, going to be quiet for a little bit here. Next game is when, Michael?
Next game will be it's the weekend of the 14th, 15th, 16th.
All right. So we have some on the internet. We get back to broadcasting, which I anticipate we will. In the meantime, girls, tough loss here today, but again, lots to take away. It was a good battle, and I don't think they're done with the Brahamas. We'll see them again in the future.
Definitely not. Thanks, Brody.